It is so important for us to speak about how to date, how to get married, because it's something that our educational system has really abandoned, something that they've ignored. In our textbooks, the little bit of information we get about dating and marriage is all about how to stay physically healthy during dating and marriage. But it's not necessarily information about how to make a relationship actually work, how to make a relationship go click. Let's start then from the beginning. How does a person know when he or she is ready to get married? The Hebrew Bible has an unusual definition of love. This definition of love completely alters the definition of marriage, meaning that the Bible's definition of love and marriage is not like our mainstream Western definition of love and marriage. Let me explain. There's a Hebrew word which is often translated as love. It is the Hebrew word for love, but it does not mean the same thing that the Western mind mean when we say love. The Hebrew word is Ahava. Ahava is the word have conjugated. Have means to give. Ahav is I will give. Ahava is the state of I will giveness. This is, according to the Bible, love is a state that someone goes into wherein all they want to do is take care of and give to a partner. Now, right away, you can start to see the difference between what we mean by love and what the Bible means by love. Walk up to someone and ask, do you love him? Being an intelligent person, she'll stop and she'll think. And she'll have to ask herself some questions. She'll say, well, what does he do for me? What does he make me feel like? How good do I feel when I am with him? How much does he do for me? How proud am I to be standing next to him? All the questions she's going to ask herself are questions about me and I. When I want to know if I'm in love from a Western perspective, the real question I'm asking is, how much selfish pleasure am I deriving from the relationship? And if I derive enough, then I cross this threshold called love. But when I ask you, do you love her? I expect you to stop and ask yourself completely different set of questions. You would have to ask yourself, how much am I willing to let go of what I want for her sake? How much am I willing to sacrifice for the sake of my beloved? What am I willing to let go of for her? It's all about her, and her. It's all about the other. Ahava, I will give. If I want to know if I'm in love, if I'm in Ahava from a biblical perspective, so then the whole question is, how much am I willing to let go of for the sake of the other? How much am I willing to let go of for the sake of the other? Now, if the definition of love in our culture versus the biblical definition are diametrically opposed, expectedly that will lead to drastic differences in the definition of marriage itself, and it does. The word marriage, if you look it up in a dictionary, you'll find that it means a merger of two or more corporate entities. It's a business arrangement. We talk all the time about how the key to marriage is compromise, 50-50 deal. I'll do for you, you do for me. I'll take out the trash, you do the dishes. I'll earn the money, you take care of the kids. And it's a great marriage as long as we are both compromising. We are both doing our half of the deal, like any good corporate arrangement. But of course, if I refuse to do my half of the deal, so you legitimately say, hey, this is not fair. I'm doing the dishes. Why don't you take out the trash? I'm earning the money. Why aren't you taking care of the kids? And in fact, because marriage is a corporate arrangement, so divorce is not uncommon because the marriage is only viable as long as both parties are doing this share.